Hi guys. So I actually wasn't going to do a collective video today, but I was just kind of playing around with um, my cards, and a really important message came out. And it was a general message. It wasn't for like a personal reading I was doing for myself or anything. Um, but I wanted to share it, and hopefully it helps someone in some way. So this spread is called Let Go and Grow. Basically, what do we need to let go of and why, and what things we need to focus on growing and why. And the first card that came out in what needs to go is the Seven of Swords. And this card is about deception, disloyalty, escapism. And the clarifier card for this is the Six of Cups, which is usually like reconciliation or wanting to make amends with someone. But what was really clear to me, the message that these two cards together in the spot was portraying to me, was that what we need to release is trying to make people in our life that are either deceptive or don't have our highest and don't have good intentions for us. Why do we try to make them happy and reconcile with them and always give to them just for this to happen again? That's really something that should be released. Reconciling with someone who has been deceptive towards you. I mean, it's obviously your choice. And I think it depends on the situation as well. But if this is something that you're struggling with, don't feel guilty about letting this go. Just because you have good memories with this person from the past, or you may have had some good times from the past. If they can't respect your energy and come from a place of not being authentic or genuine with their love for you, this should be let go. It's not something that should be held on to. And there shouldn't be any guilt or escapism about that. In the why it needs to go spot, the Ace of Wands came out, which is a passionate start of something, taking initiative for something, usually backed by a lot of passion. And the two clarifier cards that came out are the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. So why this needs to be released is it's blocking a new start or taking the initiative to come to have abundance in your life, true abundance, and love. Being in this energy with someone in this type of relation, or being in a relationship with someone with this type of energy is blocking the ability to pursue your passions. It's blocking abundance in your life, and it's blocking love from entering your life. So I thought that was pretty powerful. In the what needs to grow spot, it's the Eight of Swords, which most of the time represents like a self-imposed mental prison. But as with every card, they all have several meanings, and just the energy that they give off, as well as the cards that come out next to them, kind of tell a different story every time. So this can also mean changing your beliefs, the power to change your beliefs, the power to overcome fear, typically from anxiety or just repetitive thoughts or things like that. So what needs to grow is the ability to change outdated belief systems. We all have belief systems from when we were young that maybe don't serve us anymore. And we get trapped in our head about this sometimes, about what is actually the right thing for us or the people around us. But the ability to shift those belief systems and couple that with the experiences that you've learned over time to kind of create a new belief system for yourself. A lot of people have trouble doing that, and they kind of get stuck in the same old belief system. Well, this is the way it was when I was a child, or me and this person used to have good times in the past, even though they stole from me, they cheated on me, they lied to me, and they continue to stay loyal in these relationships. But what needs to grow is the ability to overcome those outdated belief systems. That can be healed. That can be healed. And that's what this is saying here. The two clarifier cards for what needs to grow is death, which is mostly inaccurately labeled. It should be death and rebirth. And again, the Ace of Wands came out, as with over here. So what needs to grow? Shifting our belief systems to something that's for our highest good, for ourselves and the people around us that we care about. This will cause the death and rebirth of outdated belief systems, and taking the initiative to pursue new beginnings based on your passions in order to obtain true abundance and true love in your life. When I say true love, it doesn't necessarily mean like a romantic relationship. It's love without conditions. That needs to grow. And why it needs to grow? I was so confused when this card came out at first, but then when because normally I actually don't pull clarifier cards for this spread, but for this one I did. And I know that the Devil card represents Capricorn, and we're going to have that full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn on the 4th and 5th, which I explained in my last reading. But this represents all the material things on the 3D plane, things that bind you, that prevent your soul from expanding. There is a balance to this. We can't completely escape this. It's just, it is the world we live in, unfortunately. Unless you live in a tent in like Tibet or something and just go to a monastery all day. It's really difficult to completely detach yourself from things that bind you. But particularly having a balance with this, an equal give and take. So this is why this needs to grow. Deception usually comes from greed, lust, addiction, just toxic relationships or toxic habits within ourselves. Why this needs to grow is so that we can bring balance to those things. Yeah. So the overall energy at the bottom of the deck was the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. So Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in. And Four of Wands is all about community, celebration, unity, love, peace, happy family, happy home. It can indicate marriage, but that's not, or like a union of a couple, but that's not how I took it in this sense. Instead of waiting for things to come to us, if we work on releasing what's not serving us anymore and blocking true love, unconditional love and abundance from our life, and allow our beliefs or old belief systems to change and create new ones based on passion and what's important to us, and take the initiative and bring balance to those so-called devil energies, we can get to the Four of Wands. So I thought that was really an important message to share, and it was really meaningful to me as well. So I hope it helped you in some way. Yeah, have a good evening, guys.